A massive storm system is sweeping across the United States, bringing everything from tornadoes and severe thunderstorms to blizzards and flooding. Experts are warning that this could be one of the most disruptive storms of the season, affecting millions of people from coast to coast. If you live anywhere from Texas to the Northeast, you need to be prepared, because this storm is coming fast and it's bringing serious danger. Before we dive into details, take a moment to support our channel, Crimes of Nature. If you enjoy in-depth coverage of extreme weather, natural disasters, and survival tips, make sure to like this video and subscribe. It really helps us grow and brings you the latest updates on storms, earthquakes, and everything Mother Nature throws our way. Now, let's get into it. This storm system is unlike most. It's bringing multiple forms of severe weather all at once. The southern states are bracing for destructive tornadoes and hail, the Midwest is preparing for a full-blown blizzard, and the East Coast is looking at heavy rain, flash flooding, and strong winds. With over 10 million people already under a tornado watch and blizzard warnings spreading across multiple states, meteorologists are urging Americans to take this storm seriously. Officials have already begun issuing travel advisories, and power companies are warning about potential widespread outages due to high winds and ice accumulation. Whether it's dangerous road conditions, flooding, or even structural damage from high winds, this storm has the potential to cause chaos in major cities and rural areas alike. So, what's causing this massive weather event? What areas will be hit the hardest? And more importantly, what can you do to stay safe? We're breaking it all down in this video. This powerful storm system is the result of severe atmospheric forces coming together at just the right time. A strong low-pressure system is moving across the country, pulling in warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico, while colliding with a frigid Arctic air mass from the north. This collision is creating a volatile environment, fueling everything from tornadoes and thunderstorms to blizzards and heavy rain. At the heart of this storm is the jet stream, a fast-moving ribbon of air high in the atmosphere that controls weather patterns. Right now, the jet stream is dipping far south, creating the perfect conditions for severe weather outbreaks. As it moves eastward, it's expected to intensify, bringing worsening conditions to millions. The storm first formed over the Pacific Northwest, where it brought heavy rain, strong winds, and mountain snow to states like Washington, Oregon, and California. Some areas in the Sierra Nevada received over 2 feet of snow, creating dangerous travel conditions. As the system moved inland, it met a surge of warm, humid air from the Gulf of Mexico. This led to the formation of severe thunderstorms and tornadoes in the southern plains, where multiple tornado watches have been issued. Meanwhile, on the colder side of the system, the Midwest is seeing blizzard conditions with whiteout visibility and wind chills below zero. The storm is expected to push toward the East Coast, where heavy rain and flooding could affect major cities like New York, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C. Strong winds could lead to widespread power outages, and some areas may even see snow as the system moves out to sea. Meteorologists are already comparing this storm to the past major weather events, including the March 1993 storm of the century and the 2011 super outbreak that produced over 300 tornadoes. While it's still too early to say exactly how bad this storm will be, one thing is clear: millions of people will be impacted, and preparation is key. This storm is unique because it will impact a vast portion of the US, bringing different types of extreme weather depending on the region. From tornadoes in the south to blizzards in the Midwest and flooding across the East Coast, each area is facing significant threats. Let's break down what each region can expect. The southern US is currently at the highest risk for violent tornado outbreaks, large hail, and damaging straight-line winds. The National Weather Service has already issued tornado watches and warnings for states like Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. Warm, humid air from the Gulf of Mexico is surging northward, clashing with cold, dry air from the west. The jet stream is dipping low, creating intense wind shear, which is necessary for tornado formation. A strong cold front is moving in, providing the final trigger for explosive storm development. The Dallas-Fort Worth area is at risk for damaging winds and large hail. Oklahoma City may see tornadoes forming in the late afternoon and evening hours. Little Rock and Shreveport are at risk for severe thunderstorms capable of producing multiple tornadoes. Hailstorms as large as golf balls or even baseballs are expected. Some of the most destructive tornadoes could occur here as storms move east overnight. Nighttime tornadoes are particularly dangerous because people are asleep and may not receive warnings in time. Widespread power outages due to fallen trees and power lines tornado damage to homes, businesses, and infrastructure. Flash flooding from intense downpours, especially in urban areas. People in these areas should have multiple ways to receive warnings, such as weather apps, NOAA radios, and emergency alerts on their phones. If a tornado warning is issued, seek shelter immediately in a basement or interior room without windows. The Midwest and Central Plains will experience a major snowstorm with blizzard conditions, sub-zero temperatures, and whiteout visibility. This portion of the storm is being driven by the Arctic air mass moving southward. As the warm air from the south collides with Arctic air from Canada, heavy snowfall and strong winds are developing. Wind gusts exceeding 50 miles per hour are expected, leading to blizzard conditions and dangerous wind chills. Some areas could see over 12 inches of snow, with even higher amounts in the Great Lakes region. Blizzard warnings are in effect for these states, with zero visibility expected in some areas. Travel is already becoming impossible with major highways shutting down due to drifting snow. These states will see a mix of snow, ice, and dangerously cold temperatures. Wind chills could reach -30 to -40 degrees Fahrenheit, which can cause frostbite in minutes. Heavy lake-effect snow is possible, adding to the storm's overall impact. Power outages are expected as ice accumulates on power lines. Thousands of flights have already been cancelled, and road conditions are expected to deteriorate quickly. Ice accumulation and high winds could leave many homes without electricity for days. With extreme cold and strong winds, anyone caught outside without proper gear could suffer frostbite in minutes. Residents in these areas should avoid unnecessary travel, stock up on supplies, and keep an emergency kit with blankets, food, and flashlights in case of power outages. The East Coast will see a different but equally dangerous impact from this storm system, including heavy rainfall, coastal flooding, and strong winds. Some areas may also see wet snow depending on the storm's final track. As the storm moves eastward, it will pull moisture from the Atlantic Ocean, dumping heavy rain across the region. The system will intensify into a nor'easter by the time it reaches the mid-Atlantic and northeast, bringing powerful wind gusts and coastal flooding. Flash flooding is expected as heavy rain moves in. Severe thunderstorms could bring damaging winds and isolated tornadoes. Rainfall totals of 3 to 5 inches could lead to urban flooding. Strong winds could bring tree damage and power outages. Some areas could see a mix of rain and snow depending on temperatures. Coastal cities like Boston and New York may experience storm surge flooding. Road closures due to flash flooding and washed out streets. Wind damage causing downed trees and power outages. Delays in air and rail travel, affecting major hubs like JFK, LaGuardia, and Logan airports. People in flood-prone areas should prepare by securing outdoor objects, having sandbags ready, and avoiding travel during the worst of the storm. With such a massive storm system affecting nearly half of the country, the biggest takeaway is preparation. Whether you're facing tornadoes, blizzards, or flooding, taking precautions now can make a huge difference in safety and survival. With a storm this powerful affecting millions of people across the US, being prepared could mean the difference between life and death. Each region will face different threats, whether it's tornadoes, blizzards, or flooding, but the key to survival is taking action before disaster strikes. Here's how you can stay safe. Tornadoes can strike with little warning, and when they do, you may only have seconds to react. If you live in an area expecting severe thunderstorms or tornado outbreaks, follow these steps. Know your safe place. The safest place in your home is a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor away from windows. Have multiple ways to get alerts. Relying only on TV or internet alerts is risky. Use NOAA weather radio, emergency alerts on your phone, or local sirens. Prepare an emergency kit. Your kit should include flashlights and batteries, bottled water and non-perishable food, first aid supplies, a whistle designed for help if trapped. Secure outdoor objects. Bring in patio furniture, trash cans, and anything that become a flying projectile. During a tornado, get to safety immediately. If a tornado warning is issued, don't wait. Take cover immediately. Protect your head. Use a helmet, mattress, or a heavy blanket to shield yourself from debris. Avoid windows and stay low. Flying glass and debris are deadly. Stay away from exterior walls and get as low as possible. If you're caught outside, in a car, drive to the nearest shelter. If that's not possible, park, buckle up, and cover your head. No shelter? Find a low-lying ditch and cover your head. Never take shelter under a highway overpass. Blizzards and extreme cold can shut down entire cities, cutting off power, water, and emergency services for days. If you're in the Midwest, take these precautions. Before the storm, stock up on essentials. Have at least 3 to 5 days worth of food, water, and medication. Prepare your home. Insulate pipes to prevent freezing. Have an alternative heat source like a generator or wood stove. Charge all phones and power banks in case of power outages. Stay off the roads. If you must drive, have an emergency kit in your car. Blankets, food, flashlight, extra batteries. During the blizzard, stay indoors. Wind chills of -30 degrees Fahrenheit can cause frostbite in minutes. Don't go outside unless absolutely necessary. Layer up. Wear multiple layers instead of one thick coat. Cover extremities, hands, feet, ears, nose, to prevent frostbite. Monitor for carbon monoxide. If using a generator or gas heater, keep proper ventilation to prevent poisoning. Flooding is the #1 cause of weather-related deaths in the US. If heavy rain is heading your way, be prepared. Before the storm, know your flood risk. Check if your area is prone to flash floods or storm surges. Get sandbags ready. If you live in a flood-prone area, sandbags can help redirect water away from your home. Have an evacuation plan. Know where you'll go if rivers overflow or storm surges threaten coastal areas. During the flood, never drive through flooded roads. Just 6 inches of water can knock you off your feet, and 12 inches can float a car. Move to higher ground. If floodwaters start rising, evacuate before you get trapped. Stay out of floodwater. Flood contains sewage, debris, and dangerous currents. No matter what kind of weather disaster you're facing, these universal steps can help protect you and your family. Sign up for emergency alerts. NOAA weather radio, wireless emergency alerts, and local news apps can provide life-saving updates. Charge all electronics. Power could be out for days. Keep phones, power banks, and flashlights fully charged. Fill up your car's gas tank. Gas stations may be closed or out of fuel during severe weather events. Check on neighbors and elderly relatives. They may need help preparing or evacuating. Follow evacuation orders. If officials tell you to leave, do not wait. Delaying could put you in extreme danger. This storm will impact millions of people, and the time to prepare is now. Whether you're facing tornadoes, blizzards, or flooding, having a plan and taking early action can save lives. Severe storms like this one are not new, but history has shown us just how devastating they can be. By looking back at past major storms, we can better understand the potential dangers of this system and why preparation is crucial. One of the most infamous storms in US history was the March 1993 Storm of the Century, which impacted nearly half of the country. This massive blizzard and severe weather event brought over 4 feet of snow to parts of the Appalachian Mountains, hurricane-force winds along the East Coast, 11 tornadoes in Florida, and 270 fatalities, and billions in damages. Meteorologists are already comparing the current storm system to the 1993 event due to its size and intensity. If history repeats itself, millions of Americans could face major power outages, travel shutdowns, and life-threatening conditions. In April 2011, the US experienced its largest tornado outbreak in recorded history. Over 360 tornadoes tore through the South and Midwest in just 3 days, killing over 300 people and leaving entire towns destroyed. Some similarities between the 2011 outbreak and the current storm include a strong jet stream and unstable atmosphere, creating perfect tornado conditions, a vast storm system covering multiple states, and severe nighttime tornadoes, which are especially dangerous since people are often asleep when they strike. If forecasts hold true, the South could experience one of the worst tornado outbreaks in recent years. This is why meteorologists are urging residents to stay alert and be ready to take cover at a moment's notice. Past events have proven that underestimating a storm can be deadly. The 1993 blizzard paralyzed half the country, and the 2011 tornado outbreak wiped entire communities off the map. With blizzard warnings, tornado watches, and flood advisories already issued, the best way to protect yourself is to take this storm seriously and prepare ahead of time. This storm is shaping up to be one of the most significant weather events of the year, affecting millions of people across the United States. From violent tornadoes in the south to blizzards in the Midwest and coastal flooding in the east, this system is bringing life-threatening conditions to multiple regions. We've seen the devastating effect of past storms, like the 1993 Storm of the Century and the 2011 super outbreak. History has shown us that those who prepare early have the best chance of staying safe. The time to act is now, whether that means gathering supplies, securing your home, or making an evacuation plan. If you live in an affected area, follow all warnings from the National Weather Service. Stay off the roads during severe weather, have an emergency kit ready, and most importantly, stay informed. Before you go, let us know in the comments, how is this storm affecting your area? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Your support helps Crimes of Nature bring you critical weather updates and survival tips. Stay safe, everyone.